Hey everyone, it's Wad from torecord here, and today I wanted to start a new series and critique CX experience that we found in different products. And today I want to start with Notion. I think it was cool to start with them, and we basically gonna deep dive into the support, service, operation, and also maybe some personalization, product, and other things. So the first thing that I want to do here at Notion is basically go to their this little question mark at the right button. So let's click on that and see what happened. So I'm see here they provide some help documentation, message and support, keyboard shortcut. That is cool. A lot of users, I'm assuming, looking for that. I'm a really big fan of keyboard shortcuts. What's new? This cool. Join us as a way to find new talents. And in a small emphasis, we have status, terms, and privacy. That is also very lookable for a lot of users. And Twitter. They basically have a lot of announcements. Companies use Twitter in order to announce a lot of things. So it's cool that they add it over here. But what I see down here, I see that they have this Notion basically version. So I think that this is cool that they provide you with the version, because sometimes there is a A/B testing and something don't work correctly or something is off and you don't understand as a user what happened. And it's easy to look up for those versions when you talk with support rep or customer service. You can share this number, and then they ultimately can know if there is any issue with this version. What's cool about that also is that they provide, with a click on that, automatically being copied the version, and you can send the information to the support team at Notion. And you can see also that it is updated 10 hours ago. So I get a new version 10 hours ago. So basically, very cool idea to add some more information needed, because when we look on the what's new section, you will see that this is not a global version that everybody gets. When we tend to work with big companies, you will see that they have a lot of different versions that any user gets through this major big release to basically check a lot of things and do some product analytics and stuff. But let's start from the obvious and start from the top and going down. So let's click on help and documentation. It will take us to a new page that is fairly cool. I think that design all the knowledge base using Notion. I really like how products, if they can use their product in order to emphasize their offering basically. But they enhance the experience a little bit, provided with 3 main points at the beginning. So we have reference, learn and get help, guides, in order to start building an API more towards people that want to integrate Notion to different workflows and maybe even developers. So Notion is really knowing by their community, and there is a lot of tutorials out there on YouTube and other places. But it's really nice to see well-structured. We have here Surge that is using Spotlight. I really like that. Let's see. Let's search for Notion blocks. No. Block. Maybe just blocks. So I can see that it's not the best search in the world. Looking for, and I really like how they integrate a lot of GIFs. They doesn't have a lot of videos over here on the knowledge base, a lot of text and images, but it's really easy to change when change has been made. Videos is much harder to change and maintain. But it's very visually, I think. So if we go to new in Notion, we have a lot of visual, and this all knowledge base is very branded, very Notion, talking the Notion brand. So I really like that. So let's go back to the app and question mark. Then we can see here message support. So here we don't see a lot of information or a lot of personalization. This is the downside. For example, my name and my email, they already know because I'm logged in. So why ask me again? And I see that all these boxes is Zendesk. So I'm assuming that they use Zendesk chat or Zendesk ticket system, but it doesn't use their knowledge base, Zendesk guide. So it's interesting to see how they combine those two, Zendesk for managing, but their own tool in order to create a knowledge base. They do some changes here and put this, how can we help you, in order to better classify my issue into different places. So they recently announced Notion AI, so they put here as a optional bug that they might want to monitor on or create a group classification. Subject, description, and attachment, very easy. Basic form that basically open a ticket. And they doesn't have here any chatbot or any way to connect with somebody. So it's only creating a ticket. So interesting. If we go to their website, let's look for Notion pricing, for example, to learn more about the strategy they use in order to use support. So we see that they have like categories they call support. So for the free tier, it seems that they doesn't have priority support. What is this priority support? We're always around to help. Just click the question mark button in the bottom right on the desktop or tap help feedback if you are on mobile. And then you will get a priority support. So maybe it means that they will prioritize the ticket if you're a plus member and not for free member, but they provide you with some support, right? I don't know. And customer success manager, also from the CX industry, I think that it's cool how to see that they only provide this for the enterprise. I think that here in Notion, the customer success manager can help companies to basically create, or as a service, create a Notion and understand how to use Notion. Team of customer success manager are expert to help you to get the most stuff from Notion, right? I think it can be also a service based. Basically, the customer success can understand the needs and help them, the company, or to build for them all the necessary templates and workflows inside Notion that are necessary for the enterprise. So it's added value on top Notion that basically help you to get the most from the tool. And this is success all about. And then I think that customer success also can help them to renew or upsell if needed, but the enterprise. So it's basically, I'm assuming, really tailor-made price. But maybe there is also account manager and the customer success is separate. I think this is the most common to do in Notion. I don't know how they operate, but I will do it like that. And yeah, there is a common question over here. So basically, cool. Let's go back to Notion and let's see if we can have another look on something. So what's new? I really like that because it's helped users to be on top of what happened. If they see a new feature, they can learn about that. They can deep dive into something that interesting them or can help them more than others, so they can increase their knowledge. And I really think that good rollout is rollout that provide all the information needed inside the product, but also outside the product, with some use cases, some videos, some user stories, community wise, a lot of things that you can do in order to help other users to discover and go deep with new features that you release, in order in the end to increase the value, but also reduce the number of tickets open. So it's really important, and it's not making a surprise for any user. And in the end, I have this here, getting started on mobile. Have a question, tap help and feedback. In the beginning, when I saw this page, I assumed that there is a help and feedback on the sidebar, until I understand that it's only on mobile. So Sometimes it's really important to personalize a few of the things in order not to confuse the user and provide him with the best experience possible. The only thing I want to show here is the status. I think the status page is really cool. It's not a Notion page, but is I think it's powered by Atlassian status page. Help people understand if Notion is up or down. Today there is no much time that big tools going down, but it's happened for Facebook, it happened for everyone, and it's helping the end user but also developers that use, for example, the Notion API to understand why their service not working or not up. So they can come here and not open another ticket for the support and say, hey, I see that Notion is down, let's wait a few seconds to understand what happened. If they will fix that so everything will work properly. It's not a specific bug or not a specific problem of use, but basically a problem at a server or something like that make Notion down. So you also can subscribe to updates. I'm assuming that a lot of developers use this feature in order to be on top of what happened and to be able to cut the tickets from their side. So there is a cycle here that is very important. So I'm very happy to see that they embedded this Atlassian tool here. And basically, I think that that's it. Overall, I think that they have huge community that are helping to cut support. I think the community can help each other before things come to how I use it, how I do X, Y, Z, and a lot of the problem, how-to problems can be solved using the community. And sometimes they already understand some bugs that happened on the end user side of things. So it's really cool to see what they will put here on top of that to enhance the experience. I can see some examples that Record can help them with a lot of different places by collecting the information and create ticket with a better experience, but also with less back and forth, because they really tend to get not a lot like information and detail and data using their form at Zendesk. So there is a lot of cool things to improve here, but a lot of cool things that they do, and I really like. I think the top is their knowledge base is really cool and branded, and they get 10 from me on that. But overall, I think that I have everything needed. They get 8 out of 10 in my rating. So good job, Notion, and we will see you in the next review. Maybe we'll take some small startups and products from Product Hunt, and maybe we'll see what we can do over there. So stay tuned, and I will see you in the next one.